sales to this year's event were greatly reduced because of COVID-19 capacity restrictions. To help offset the costs of this year's tournament, please consider making a charitable donation to the Seven Hills Rotary Club. You can donate using the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply download the app and create an account. Then search for @Seven Hills Rotary Club and make your donation. See the description below for additional details. Thank you for watching this broadcast and for supporting the Seven Hills Rotary Club and its beneficiaries. This year's event sponsor is Riverside Auto Group. At Riverside Auto Group, we make it easy. Locations in Cartersville and Rome. Additional sponsors include Waters and Associates Landscaping, Summit Hill Foods, Hardy Realty, and the Lewis Chemical Company.
RNT Gymnasium, brand new gym. I believe they just opened it up a year or so ago, and I had the opportunity yesterday.
Senior number 2, Nathan Foster.
Getting ready for this tournament.
Sophomore number 0, Kyle Perry. Senior number 10, Ellie Martin.
Here, just about ready to go. So we're going to start with the Chattooga Lady Indians.
Senior number 21, Madison Evans.
We'll start with their starting lineup. Number 2, Faith Ann Foster.
And junior number 32, Raylan Warner.
Also number 21, Madison Hutchins. Number 0.
And now for the start for the home team, the Tigers of Darlington.
Morgan. She is a junior, and again,
junior number 10, Lauren Childs.
The Chattooga Indians uniforms look interesting tonight.
Junior number 20, Sarah Thompson. Sophomore number 21, Georgiana Dempsey.
This is typical for that, I'm told. And they also get to
junior number 30, Emma
for this game, so that's kind of interesting looking. And I'll try not to get confused.
And sophomore number 34, John Johnson.
That situation, I don't know if I've ever been in that situation before or not. I can't remember, but nonetheless, for the Darlington Lady Tigers, head coach is Hazel Hall. We'll start with number 10, Lauren Childs, a senior. As a matter of fact, the only senior on their roster. Number 20, Sarah Tennell, a junior. Number 21, Georgiana Dempsey, a sophomore. Number 30, Emmeline Ratledge, a junior. And number 34, Jai Johnson is a sophomore. So a young team and a team, talking about Darlington, that has only played 2 games. They've had 5 games that have either been canceled or had to be rescheduled because of obvious reasons. And so that's where we are here today. They're still trying to kind of figure out their identity as a team. But one of the things I can tell you, for a Hazel Hall coach team, they're going to play excellent defense. That is certainly a hallmark of what she does as a coach, no question about it. And I've seen this Chattooga team play a couple of times. Coach Beasley has done a fantastic job with this team. They're athletic, they're pretty long. This is a good basketball team. This will be a lot of fun here for our first game. We're underway. Chattooga hits the basketball. They're looking things up. Ball is knocked away. Chattooga dribbling off to the left wing side. They're going to kick it over into the corner on the far side. Now back up top, a three-point rule. That one won't go. Rebound's going to be taken down by Georgiana Dempsey. We are headed the other way. Now it's over on the left wing side. They will toss it back up. Now over the right wing. Now back into the paint. They'll kick it back out. Good ball movement right now from Darlington. There's a long look at a 3. It's no good. Rebound by Foster for this Chattooga entrance team. Played about a minute. Nobody has scored. Ball is going to be picked up by Emmeline. Darlington brings it the other way. Almost has a pick back on the other side. And she travels. So that will end up being a turnover. So we've played about 54 seconds of this game and have not opened up the scoring just yet. The Chattooga Indians inbound the ball. Foster is running the point, dribbling across the timeline, directing traffic over towards the right side. She's going to feed it to her teammate, and that is going to be Martin. And then they have another traveling line that's going to be called and now Darlington's going to get the ball back. So both teams bring the ball over here in the early innings of this basketball. 4 games for you tonight. We had 3 on the radio for you yesterday. Johnson of the Darlington Lady Tigers. Quickly, Chattooga on the other end. Going in to lay it in as Foster comes up short on the shot, but she does get fouled on the way up, so she's going to the free throw. Charity strike. Foul is going to be charged to Sarah Tennell of the Darlington Lady Tigers. Here comes the free throw. It's on the way and good. For the next free throw, this next one, if she makes it, will tie the ball game 2 apiece. Again, it's Darlington Lady Tigers and the Lady Indians of Chattooga. The next shot's going to go in and out, no good. The rebound's going to be taken down by Sarah Tennell. Quickly, we're going to have a whistle against the Lady Indians. Jai Johnson gets set to inbound the ball to Lauren Childs. And the Lady Tigers will bring the ball across the timeline, working towards that right side. And she travels again. We've already seen 3 of those called in this basketball game. We played 2 against Darlington and 1 against the Lady Indians. So Chattooga inbounds the ball. This first game. Of course, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully, that works for a lot of people. Ball is going to be stolen away as they looking down the floor. The Indians shot up the block. So good, but a lot of contact underneath. And that is going to send the shooter, who is Micaiah Parrish, going to the free throw line. Had the opportunity to see Chattooga play out at Model on Friday. For about 3.5 quarters, but Chattooga just really started to win. A couple of minutes in the third quarter and all in the fourth quarter. The first shot is going to be good there for Parrish. We're tied up at 2 apiece, Lady Indians and Lady Tigers. Next free throw on the way, and that one bounces on the front of the rim. The somehow gets enough spin to roll over and in the basket. It's 3-2. Indians have their first lead of the basketball game. Dribbling inside. There is Jai Johnson after a pass out around the perimeter. Bounces almost to the top of the backboard, but Darlington gets the ball back, puts it up, no good. There's another shot, no good. And finally there's a foul call. And it looks like we're going to see Cannell go to the free throw line.
Shooting the line, number 23rd.
So Sarah at the free throw line getting ready to shoot. It is on the way, and that's going to be off the back of the foul. Foul was charged against Faith Ann Foster for the Chattooga Lady Indians, again wearing Almerchi jerseys. A little equipment issue before the game started. That's going to be a miss on that second free throw, so the score stays 3-2 in favor of Chattooga. Chattooga dribbling. Now they'll kick it back out, work it around the perimeter, try to get a good open look. Now driving, they will go. It's picked off. Jai Johnson with a good hand. She'll go across the timeline, dribbling towards the top of the key. Now to the left side to Georgiana Dempsey. Nice pass. The shot is up. That one's going to be a little too strong, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Chattooga. Here they come the other way. Williamson with the basketball for the Lady Indians. Now they're going to pass it around to Hutchins. Hutchins feeds it into Foster, who drives. That is going to be charged to Lauren Childs of the Darlington Lady Tigers. We're going to see the Indians, Martin specifically, to toss the ball in bounds here in a couple of moments, but not until a couple of substitutions. Leaving the floor for Chattooga is going to be Micaiah Parrish, as well as Madison Hutchins. We'll take him on in just a couple of moments. Well, you have Nevaeh Morgan, and also Tia Benedict. Chattooga inbounds the ball. They get it into Foster, drives towards the low block, puts up the shot, and running down quick. Picked up by Sarah Tunnell. Now they're going to feed it down to, try to get it to Dixie, but the ball is picked off and good hands there by Tia Dunaway. Now they're going to feed it off over to Williamson. Williamson tries to get it down low, a little too strong on the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds, so Darlington gets the ball back. We've had a low-scoring affair so far. After 3 minutes and 11 seconds of play, Chattooga Lady Indians 3, Darlington Lady Tigers 2. This is a semi-final game, so the team that wins this game will go on to the championship game and get to play for gold ball coming up tomorrow evening in this very gymnasium. It's going to be electric, folks. Looking forward to it. Jai Johnson passes, hits the deck as she tosses the ball off the footing. All goes out of bounds at the last touch by the Darlington Lady Tigers. So we're going to see the Lady Indians inbound the ball here in just a minute. There's more fans begin to file into the gym. The ball is stolen away by Darlington's Emmeline Ratledge down for Georgiana Dempsey. Another turnover, and here goes Chattooga down the other end of the floor. Stepping outside and Faith Ann Foster, so Darlington's going to get the ball. So a lot of players that the big team so far in the early going to this matchup. And again, we're talking about this in the pregame. Darlington has played 2 games so far to Chattooga's 3. So both teams have had issues in terms of scheduling the games, and that is certainly one of the frustrations of the season. Especially when you look at the situation you have with Darlington. Obviously, we talked about how one senior on the roster. There's not a lot of time to build up game experience and kind of figure out what you're working with. But it's 4:05 left to go in the first quarter. Lady Tigers Tigers 2. We're going to step out for 30 seconds as there's a timeout on the floor. We'll be back. All right, we are back from our timeout, and it was a full timeout, so both teams yet to take care of them from the timeout. But right now, to give you an update, the Chattooga Lady Indians are up 32 over the Lady Tigers at our first frame. And whether you're listening on Radio AQ 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, or Radio AQ 1410 FM, Roger Willis, glad to have some basketball for them. Chattooga with the ball in the lead, trying to add to it. Foster's got good defense right now on the ball for the Tigers. Not giving that open look to sideline to the other way. Feeds it off to the left side. Now they're going to pass it around to Jordan, and Dempsey puts up a quick shot. No good. Rebound's going to be taken by Morgan. The Lady Indians are quickly on the other end of the floor. Now back up to Foster, who will set up the offense from the top of the key. 4 games for you tonight. We'll have 2 girls semifinals. This one and then one at 7. I'll tell you about that matchup in a little bit. We'll have the boys game after this at 5:30. That game is going to be the Chattooga Indians and the Lone Wolves. This should be a real game. Second girls game ready for here is going to be our Merchant Lady Indians. The 7 o'clock game, and the nightcap's going to be the Purple Darlington Bulls. One night of basketball. Long shot off the inbound. Rolling a little bit and then bounce out. So Darlington gets the ball, and the foul is going to be charged against Faith Ann Foster. So we're going to see Lauren Childs inbound the ball for the Tigers. Actually, no, they switched it up. Sarah Tunnell is going to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Into the Giants. Drives out to the right-hand side. Ball goes on balance. Lost a handle on it. With the lead. It has scored in a long time. And all 3 of the points so far in the game have come off free throws for the Chattooga Lady Indians. They have not had a field goal so far in this basketball night. Having a little bit of trouble getting things cranked up against this Darlington defense. Pass it out to the left wing side. Try to pass it into a lane. Same thing happens on the other end. Good hands there by the Indians. Foster into the paint, trying to put it up. Doesn't get it down and gives the Indians an opportunity from the charity stripe with a 3 of 4 so far. Opportunity for some points from the top spot from the charity stripe. Now the 2:29 mark here of our first quarter. Indians 3, Tigers 2. So that'll increase the lead to 2 for the Lady Indians. Lady Indians averaging 49.3 points a game. That side is not good. 5 points for the Lady Indians all on free throws. Talking outside about the defense of Darlington. Overall, this defense has been very sticky throughout the season, giving up 26.5 points a game. Really good defensive teams got it and foul on the other end. Going to the free throw line for the first time. Serving line is the sister Tate Ratledge, who's now a Georgia Bulldog. And who knows, maybe we'll see him at the tournament at some point. It won't be hard to recognize, I can tell you that. First free throw is up and in. get ready for the next one. This is a 2-point ball game right now. Tigers down by 2 of the Lady Indians, and that's off the side line. Rebounded by Chattooga. They head the other way across the timeline. They go dribbling into the paint and off the glass. It's going to go a little strong on the layup. A little strong on contact too. That's going to be a foul against Chattooga. And Darlington hits that team down the ball. They're going to have a substitution first. We're going to head over to the bench. Checking into the game is Caroline Brewster, a sophomore. Here come the Tigers down the floor. Across the center court to right. They go off to that right wing side, looking right to left. Now dribbling with it, and Brewster off the bench. Good ball movement, wide open three, but it's going to be a little bit strong. Didn't go. And Darlington is going to get another shot here, it looks like. But she's got it. So no doubt about it. So that'll be a turnover. And the Chattooga Lady Indians will get the ball back 85-3 with just under 2 minutes to play here in that first quarter. Chattooga with the ball, they work it over into the right wing corner, now back up top. They'll throw it off to that left wing side, dribbling inside, putting it up, no good, rebound by Ryan. It'll be pulled down the pass to the right side. Pocket pick is well down on the other end of the floor, and Childs gets her hands in there, picks the ball off there. The young lady, if she got it from him, grab it right back. She had done that. It was 7-3 late in the time. Johnson post up in the paint, picks it up, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Madison Hutchins of the Lady Indians. They're working across the timeline. There's a pass, a little floating pass that's going to be picked up. Shot is missed. Now Darlington on the other end and laying it in. There's going to be Caroline Boucher. First point for the night because it's snow. 45 ticks left on the clock in the first quarter. Lady Indians 7, Lady Tigers 5. Here's a shot from 3-point range. Picking up the ball after the long rebounds. Caroline Brewster going across the timeline. Now back to Brewster. Brewster over the rim, is picked off on the other end. The young lady stole it away. Williamson tried to roll it, couldn't get it to go. Tigers have got the ball back. They're headed the other way. Childs drives to the roadblock on the far side. Now kicks it back out to Brewster. Brewster tries to get it under Darlington. It'll be picked up and run the other way. And now there's going to be a tie-up for it. And we're going to have a jump ball with 20 seconds left on the clock. Pretty much for that. 7-5 Lady Indians. Lady Tigers with 5 points. It's a 2-point game with 0.1 left on the clock after the jump ball was called. This time the possession arrow is with Darlington. They will have just enough time to win the ball. For the first quarter. So after one, Chattooga Lady Indians 7, Darlington Lady Tigers 5. We'll step out for a 1-minute break and come back for the second quarter after these messages on WLAQ. Chattooga will inbound the ball, leading it by 2 as we start our second quarter. It's late in the first game. High school. Foster feeds it off the left-hand side. Good. They get a 3. Chattooga does get the ball back.
These
Shot is made
are
by E.B. Shaddy. That's her first points of the game. And I'll go ahead and say this again in an effort to avoid any confusion. There's a situation before the game where both teams arrive with their white jerseys. And so what has happened, the Chattooga Lady Indians have changed jerseys and borrowed the green jerseys from the American Lady Indians. That had to be tough because I know that both teams have had rivalries over the years. It had to be tough for them to throw those jerseys on there. But that's what the girls went out there. Look who hit it! Kind of a mismatch with the short shorts on the field in that one. So it's going to be this one. So everybody's just grateful for the opportunity to be here this year. What a joy it is to be able to watch these young folks out here compete. They will put up a shot, and that is going to be good on the left. The second field goal of the game for Chattooga. They're leading again by 2, 9-7. Here comes Chattooga heading back the other way. 6:22 left here in the first half. Tigers inside. Very good. Here's a 3-point break. First of the game. That shot has been good. Right on the mark. Checking in now for the Lady Indians is going to be Sada Williamson. Williamson at the free throw line, shooting. And that was going to be up the back. Johnson says some rebound. Ball is loose on the floor and moving on the leg. Chattooga gets ready to run down the ball, about 4. Well, the English are still a bit early in this game. Still in the first half. 4 games for the pressure there. Another shot to pass it down low to Andre Williams over on the right-hand side. Can't handle the pass it over the ground. Same thing. As Coach Hall calls a timeout for the Darlington Lady Tigers. Chattooga up 12-8 over Darlington in this first girls semifinal game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. There's John Johnson. That was going to be short. Here comes Chattooga across the timeline the other way. And quickly driving towards the lane. He'll step back out. Somehow manages not to pick up his pivot foot. Gets it to another teammate. Now back into a run. Stepping back to Harris will throw it up to the top of the key. Gets it in the hands of Sarah Williamson. And the Lady Indians is working it in. I believe she's on the post. At least it looks like it from this angle. We're going to see the Lady Indians inbound the ball here in just a moment. Toss it in with the third basket. Great effort there. It's going to be a foul. That will be charged against Dempsey. And she'll check out of the game. Checking back in is going to be Caroline Brewster. Downtown for the Lady Indians. Playing back Brewster will be picked up by Tia Dinner. She's across the timeline already. Staying at the top of the key. They're at the track. Now they'll start their offense. The ball now is Parrish. Parrish dribbling up top. Feeds it down low. Nice backboard cut by Lady Indian. Trying to feed it down low. Ball loose on the floor. A little bit of a scrum. And we're going to have a foul, I believe. It's going to be charged against Sarah for the Tigers. So we're going to see the Lady Indians inbound the ball, leading this one 12-8 with 3:47 left to go here in the second quarter. There's an inbound look. It is going to be no good on 3-point attack. Both teams still gaining experience as they learn to play. Get it inside the pocket, drives in, challenges two defenders. It's going to be a whistle against the Lady Indians, and the basket did count. That's what I was waiting for, to see if the basket would count. She has a 3-point opportunity. And this could cut it to one. Now it's a 2-point ball game right at the free throw line. Retrieves the ball a couple of times, puts the shot up, and again. She is 2 of 3 from the charity stripe, converts the 3-point play and has a 1-point lead. 3:27 left, second quarter. Chattooga across the time. Harris with a dribbling. Offers the right at the last second on the play. The shot was put up and missed by Ryan Wilson, but she was going to go to the charity stripe as she was fouled.
She is 1 of 13 with 8 points.
So Morgan from the free throw line gets ready to shoot. The first one's on the way. 13-11 to score. 2-point lead now for Chattooga. This is the girls bracket in the first semifinal game of the night. We're going to have another girls semifinal coming up at 7 o'clock. That's off the front of the with the Lady Tigers, so we're going to see Caroline Brewster inbound the ball coming up in just a couple of minutes. 13-11, your score, Chattooga on top. The tournament will conclude tomorrow night on Friday night. Shot is off the glass, so it'll be a layup, but it's good. Good shot. 15-11 to score. Chattooga on top of Darlington against Louisville. Sarah Canal on the inside. Beats it in. Gets it to Rutledge, who in turn passes it down to the roadblock to John Johnson, who backs up and the rim to shoot. Balls it loose and goes on the cover. It's going to be the Lady Indians. scores for their own book. Tournament running at 25% capacity for every game. I'm not sure if we're having an opportunity to win games. You will be able to tell the protocol or not with that situation. Darlington playing by 4 points to the Lady Indians. Right now, Lady Indians with the basketball. Really good defensive teams. Chattooga giving up 46.5 points a game. Darlington 35. Those good numbers, obviously, not a lot of games to put together the averages, but still good nonetheless. 17-11. Here in the first half of our first game, 2:09 left here in this half. Going to have the SEC Championship game for you on Airways and WAQ this weekend. Alabama taking on Florida. Florida blowing that game against LSU, I should say. They kind of took away the luster of that game. I'm looking forward to this weekend is the ACC Championship rematch. Clemson and Notre Dame. And now with Trevor Lawrence going to win. Interesting to see how that game goes. Clemson, as well as Liam Galele, did. They just got to move forward. John Johnson is ball for Darlington. Going to go across the timeline, beat the Tunnel over the left wing side. Got Brewster with it, needing some help coming in to try to help her out. They're getting the ball back. It's 1:23 left here in the second quarter. Indians lead the Tigers 17-11. Johnson dribbles right to the top of the key, now goes right. Going to feed it down to Brewster, who puts up a shot. A lot of turnovers here in this first half, no question about it. Nice catch with the pressure defense. They stole it away. Johnson puts it up and in after the cross the rim. Pressure paid off, no question about it. See Darlington shooting as they were in the bonus. Maybe Shatty is going to be at the free throw line.
Here's the line of 23, Eddie Shatty.
And Cherry striking the basketball line of fouls for Hatchtown. Neha Morton. Here's the shot from Shatty. It's going to be off the back of the rim. No good. Roberts gets the rebound. And she gets fouled. 1:11 left first half, 17-13 if you just tuned in. Chattooga on top of Darlington. Our first girls semi-final.
Here's the line of 30.
The next game is going to be in the boys bracket. It'll be the Chattooga Indians and the Wayne Wolves. It'll be a fast-paced game. Here comes the shot. It is going to be the Rockets. Rockets just a team. I mentioned to you earlier in the broadcast. Darlington has one senior this time this year, so a really young team, and hoping they're on to get the ball. Missed free throws, right away. 17-13, a 4-point lead with a ball, 3 points. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Chattooga leads 17-13. Out of bounds. Great conversation with Coach Hall and also Coach Beasley. With Coach Hall, head coach of Darlington and Tigers, Coach Beasley, head coach of the Chattooga Lady Indians. both very excited to be here for the tournament. After a lot of shifting around the stadium, a couple of teams on the field. Just has a pocket pick. Gets a little ball from the teammate to get it down to John Johnson. Backs away in. Challenges two defenders. Johnson is a good player. 6 points in the game for her, and that cuts it to 2. 17 to 15. Darlington with 30.97%. This has been a really fun first half of play here. What you expect to get when you get into these semifinal matchups. The stakes get higher, the competition gets tougher, and you expect you get to see some exciting basketball, and this one is certainly delivering just as well. Going to the championship. Both drives on Johnson, 54 seconds on the clock. There's a shot. Have taken the lead, 18-17. 17 seconds left to go on the clock. So that's a big swing right there. And for the turnover, Darlington gets sent to inbound the basketball. Beating the win is going to be Brewster. Most of them do something in the final 17 seconds. And on that lead, the inbound pass is going to be quick. Not about to fall for Cuba. So Darlington is getting set to run down between the scorers over on their side of the floor. Sarah Joanne standing over by the Chattooga bench. It's on the far side of Darlington looking for out there. Radio back again on the side. John Johnson is good. That was up 18-17. Post up, here's a shot with 2 seconds left to go. It was close, but it went on the back of the rim. And that was where the score was swinging. 18 to 17 in this first girls semi-final game of the night. We got 10 minutes on the clock until we start the second half. We'll send it back to the studio for a 4-minute break. We'll come back and go over the totals from the first half and get the stage set for the second half of play. We'll be back on WLAQ and also the live video stream.
Ticket sales to this year's event were greatly reduced because of COVID-19 capacity restrictions. To help offset the costs of this year's tournament, please consider making a charitable donation to the Seven Hills Rotary Club. You can donate using the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply download the app and create an account. Then search for @7Hills Rotary Club and make your donation. See the description below for additional details. Thank you for watching this broadcast and for supporting the Seven Hills Rotary Club and its beneficiaries.
All right, friends, we're back courtside here inside the new Armurchie Gym at halftime, about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half. The Lady Tigers, Darlington, they are up by 1 point after a late second quarter surge, put them ahead, 18-17 your score. Chattooga Lady Indians trailing for the first time in a long time in this basketball game. And I do want to mention, if you are watching on the live stream, I've definitely had some questions about the Chattooga Lady Indians and their uniforms for this particular game. Well, it looks a little bit different. Both teams had on their white uniforms, and so one of the teams ended up having to change jerseys. That ended up being Chattooga, and I was told just before the broadcast that was a technical. I'm not sure how all that would shake out. Chattooga started out on offense, but nonetheless, they're wearing Armurchie Indians blue jerseys, and that's how that would shake out. I don't know all the details on it. That's all I can tell you, but that would explain why some of the numbers and everything are different for this particular game. So a little bit of a shake-up there before the start of the game, but everybody's adjusted, and we're having a good time in this first basketball game, and we're back underway with the second half. Foster opened up with a shot, missed, and now here comes Darlington on the other end. Sarah Tunnel has got it on the other end, gives it to Ratledge, a little bit short on that one, and so the ball nearly goes out of bounds, kept in by Georgiana Dempsey, ends up in the hands of the Chattooga Lady Indians. And I understand we've also had some audio issues with the video stream, and maybe you hear it. I think we're all good now, so apologize for that. Always some things that you have to work out sometimes in the beginning of these things, but I think they've got that all straightened out. So welcome in. Foster with it for Chattooga, drives in, puts up the shot, and it is good. That was Ellie Martin after the pass from Foster, and now Darlington on the other end of the floor. They kick it back out to Sarah Tunnell. Now back up top in the hands of Lauren Childs. Childs dribbles towards the left, feeds it off. Now back up top. Georgiana Dempsey to Jaja Johnson. Shot up, and it is no good. And the rebound's finally going to be picked up by Chattooga. And we have a quick whistle and a foul. And that was going to be against Darlington. Not sure who picked that one up. We'll let you know here in just a couple of moments. Scoreboard is showing that it was Sarah Tunnell, and that would be her third, if so. So 7:20 left here in the third quarter. Indians back on top. 19-18 is the score. Long three-point look there for Micaiah Parrish, who is having a whale of a basketball game. She leads all scorers with 14 points after that made three. And now the Indians back to a 5-point lead, 23-18 here in the early goings of the second half. Good ball movement from Darlington. They get it down low. Emmeline Ratledge shoots, misses. Rebound's going to be picked up by Chattooga after a little bit of a battle. Here comes Foster across the timeline. She dribbles in, kicks it back out. There's Parrish, wide open three, in and out, no good. Rim not kind. And now Darlington with the basketball. They'll work it down the other way in the hands of Lauren Childs. Feeds it to the right wing side. Georgiana Dempsey's got it, dribbling on the right side. She's going to feed it down to Jai off the glass. Can't get it to go. Here's the putback from Emmeline Ratledge. Can't get the shot to fall, but she's going to the charity stripe. So Ratledge going to the free throw line, shooting 2. Score for the Lady Indians on top right now, 22-18 over the Lady Tigers. Ratledge getting ready to shoot. Puts it in the air. It is going to be good. Ratledge so far has made half of her free throws, but can increase that percentage if she'll make this shot. 22-19 three-point game, Lady Indians out front. Shot is up, and that one is in. That'll cut it to 2. So 22-20 is your score with 6:26 left to go in the third quarter. Ratledge gets her hands in there, knocks the ball out of bounds. Foster standing over in front of the Darlington bench. As Chattooga's working right to left now, they inbound the ball off. Got some pressure here, stolen away from Ratledge. They try to pass inside to Jai Johnson, but now they've got a Lady Indian trap. They peel it back away, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds on the baseline. I think it was last off on a Chattooga Lady Indian. It was, so Darlington's going to inbound the ball. They've opted for some pressure here on defense, and it's paying off. They were able to get Chattooga to cough it up after that last inbound pass. Now they feed it in. Ratledge, ball is almost tied up, and there's a collision as Foster was running for it, ran right into Sarah Tennell. Hope both those young ladies are okay. They're getting up pretty quickly. But it was certainly a pretty hard collision. They'll shake that off. But it looks like both of them are going to be able to stay on the floor. This is the semifinal round of the 67th annual Seven Hills Rotary Rome News Tribune Christmas Tournament. Live coverage on WLAQ and also a new live video stream. Foster across the timeline is going to pass right as she goes towards the paint, and we are going to have a whistle. Took one step too many for the officials' taste, and that is going to be a turnover. So Darlington will inbound the ball. Jai Johnson's going to feed it into Lauren Childs. They get it down quickly, trying to pass to Georgiana Dempsey over in the quarter. Pass a little too hard to handle, and it goes out of bounds. And Chattooga will get set to inbound, leading this one 22-20. More pressure from this Lady Tigers defense, working a trap. And I almost had her tied up, but she worked around it. Talking about Foster. Foster, good athlete, good ball handler, and she did not crack under the pressure of that trap. So Foster, the senior, set to inbound the ball, feeds it into Tia Dunaway, who's standing right around center court on the Chattooga side of the floor. Chattooga with the ball dribbling. Now goes off to that right wing side. Now they'll dribble back up top. Now to the left wing. With the ball is Madison Hutchins. Hutchins will feed it back out to Foster. Foster up at the top of the key, driving towards the lane, and we're going to have a whistle. Again, if you're coming out to the tournament, 25% capacity at the end of each game. They usher the fans out and make room for the next team's fans, and if there's any room left over, as far as that 25% capacity is concerned, you can come back in with a hand stamp. And they've done a really good job of that. I was curious to see how all that was going to work, but everybody's handled it at a really high level. That's been great to see. Of course, when it really gets tricky is when we get into tomorrow night for championship night. And every year, we're, at Berry or wherever we're at, Georgia Highlands, I know back in the day they used to play at Memorial Gym. Been some different locations over the years. We're talking packed every single seat. So it's going to be weird this year looking out at championship night and seeing only 25% of the fans allowed in, but it's just the way it's got to be this year. Foster's got the ball on the left wing side. They feed it inside, posting up and shooting off the glass. It's a miss, and it'll be rebounded by Caroline Brewster of Darlington, and we're going to have another whistle. So Caroline Brewster set to inbound the ball here for the Lady Tigers. She's going to feed it into Lauren Child. She'll work her way across the timeline, fading off to the left side. She'll pick up her dribble, passes it back to Brewster over to the right wing side. There's a long three-point look. Gonna leave that one short. Jaja Johnson is there to get the rebound. Now back over to Childs, up top to Brewster. Around the right wing side, they work it all the way into the corner to Georgiana Dempsey. Got trapped. She passed it out to Johnson. Another pass. That was out to Lauren Childs, who knocked down a three for the Lady Tigers. They regained the lead here in the third quarter. A lot of lead changes in the last little bit. 23-22 is your score now in favor of the Tigers. 4:32 left, third quarter. It's Chattooga and Darlington here in the semifinal round. Our first game of the evening of 4 from inside the new gymnasium here on the Almerchi High School campus. Been open for a couple of years, and it is really, really nice. They are certainly setting the bar with this one, no doubt about it. Foster with it at the top of the key. She's going to pass it to the left wing side for the Lady Indians. Now they will pass it to the right wing side. Foster dribbles, now picks up her dribble, passes inside, and that is going to be a call on an elbow there from the Lady Indians, and we'll turn the ball over to the Darlington Lady Tigers, who have taken the lead. They're up 23-22. We have 4:17 left to go in the third quarter, so still 12 minutes and 15 seconds left to go of this semifinal match. It's anybody's ball game. This is a really good game. There's a long look there for Jaja Johnson. She'll knock down a three of her own. Couple threes for Darlington, and they are out to an even bigger lead. That'll make it 20. We'll check that score in just a moment. Foster with it, backing her way in on the other end. Yeah, they're getting some corrections done on the scoreboard. I don't want to blurt that out because I don't think that's correct. Now Darlington gets set to inbound. They lead at 26-22. 4-point lead for Darlington, and they have the ball. So this one's been back and forth the last little bit, no doubt. Across the timeline goes Lauren Childs. Childs back up top to Brewster. They get it down low to Ratledge, back out to Johnson, puts it up. It is no good, but Darlington does get the rebound. It is going to be picked off by Foster. Foster quickly moves across the center court stripe down to the low block on the far side. Tries to put it up and gets fouled. So an opportunity right now for Chattooga to get some points, trailing by 4. With Faith Ann Foster at the charity stripe, where she's done a good job tonight. She's 3 of 4. So looking to help out her team. Foul was charged, the second of the night for Caroline Brewster. Here's the shot, and that is good. Nothing but net for Faith Ann Foster, the senior. This is my third time watching this Chattooga team in less than a week. Saw them over at Model last Friday. Next shot is up. Watched them in the first round yesterday as they picked up a 49-9 win over Woodland, and get in to see them today, and they're a joy to watch. Good basketball team. So 26-24, 2-point game. There's a long look there for Childs and Darlington. Got on the long rebound. Here comes Chattooga down the other end. It'll be nearly stolen away by Evie Shatty, but a little bit too much contact there, and she's going to be charged with a foul, and Chattooga, or actually it was on Chattooga. So we'll see Darlington inbound the ball. Up by 2 points, 3:05 left, third quarter. Childs with it, feeds it out to the right wing side, now back up top. Good ball movement from the Tigers. They go in, the shot is up, won't fall, and we're going to see a turnover. On a push foul. So we're coming back the other way. As now you have Chattooga in the bonus, and going to the free throw line to shoot is going to be a young lady that's had the hot hand from the charity stripe tonight. She is 4 of 6. She's 5 of 6, excuse me. I had to check my math on that one. I was not a math major in college, I can tell you that. Probably didn't need to. She's going to make that one. She'll get the back end. She has now made 6 of 7 free throws, getting ready for her 8th attempt. And right now, Tigers lead it by 1. This would make it a tie game. It's going to be in and out, no good. Emmeline Ratledge grabs the rebound. It's 26-25. Tigers on top of the Indians here in this girls basketball matchup in the semifinals. Emmeline into the paint, and she travels. That's going to be a turnover right now. Coach Hall giving some instruction to her players. Two well-coached teams playing here tonight. Teams have not had the opportunity to play a lot of games this year, but they are battling, no question about it. Foster's got it across the timeline, dribbles to the left, now into the paint, and tries to throw one up. It goes out of bounds, last touched by Darlington, so Chattooga's going to get it back. Our next game coming up for you tonight is going to be the Chattooga Indians and the Rome Wolves in the boys bracket. First boys semifinal game tonight. Here's the shot, no good. Going to be blocked and stolen away by Caroline Brewster. She tries to get it down with an outlet pass to Jaja Johnson underneath, but it got away from her, went out of bounds. Last touch by Darlington, so we're going to see Chattooga inbound the ball here in a moment. Ellie Martin. 2:25 left, third quarter. Tigers up by 1, 26-25. There's the inbound pass. More pressure here from this Darlington defense. It has served them well here in this second half. Ball went out of bounds, so we're going to have a timeout. So we're going to do the same thing. 26-25, Darlington over Chattooga here in the girls' first semifinal game of the night. We'll step out for a 30. All right, we're ready to roll. Now out of the timeout, 26-25, Darlington on top of Chattooga. 2:19 left, third quarter, as Chattooga inbounds the ball, greeted by some pressure. They almost had her trapped in the corner, but there's going to be a push. It's going to be charged against Evie Shaddy. A little bit too much contact there, and we're going to see a free throw shooter here for the Chattooga Lady Indians. And going to the charity stripe this time is going to be Sada Williamson. It'll be her first trip there here in this basketball game. So she has an opportunity here to tie up the game with this shot, and it is in and out. She'll get ready for her second. So the score remains a 1-point lead here for Darlington. Couple of dribbles, a shot. It is no good, so misses both free throws. They do get the rebound, and the putback for Nevaeh Morgan is going to be good, and Chattooga regains the lead, 27-26, 2:08 left here in the third quarter. There's a long shot for Johnson off the backboard, no good. The putback won't fall for Emmeline. She'll get a third shot as she hits the deck and gets fouled. She's going to the charity stripe. So Emmeline Ratledge with an opportunity from the free throw line. She's done a great job there so far tonight. She is 4 of 5 from the free throw line. So Ratledge will spin the ball, dribble a couple of times, puts it up, and it is good. So she will get ready for her second. And now we're knotted up at 27 apiece. Right at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Here's the next shot. That one will go as well. Good free throw shooting tonight in this basketball game for the most part. Chattooga feeds it down to Foster, who drives right in. A nice pass underneath. Gets it into the hands of Morgan. She banks it home, and now It's a 29-28 Chattooga Indians lead here in this girls semifinal game. 1:40 left, third quarter. Darlington with the basketball, trailing by 1 point. Now they work it to the right wing quarter to Ratledge. Back over to Brewster, who drives towards the low block. The ball is going to be picked off and picked up by Chattooga. Here they come back the other way. Foster across the timeline, dribbling quickly, and the ball gets away as it is forced out of bounds by a Darlington Lady Tiger, Lauren Childs. And so Chattooga gets set to inbound the ball. Checking out of the game for Chattooga is going to be Seda Williamson, and checking back in will be Madison Hutchins, the senior. Chattooga now with it on offense. They're on the left side of the floor, working right to left on your radio dial. Leading this game by a point. 1:11 left, third quarter. Chattooga dribbles. They get over to the right wing side. Now try to feed it down low. Young lady challenges Emmeline Ratledge, talking about Morgan, and she wins that battle. Score, she's got 6 points in the third quarter, 7 overall. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Chattooga up to 3-point lead. 31-28 is your score. Tigers trailing. Childs with it. Feeds it out to Ratledge. Quick jump shot. No good. Rebound's going to be picked up by Tia Dunaway, and Chattooga gives it back to Foster. Foster across the center court stripe. Dribbles between her legs. Goes in and shoots. Misses. Rebound picked up by Emmeline Ratledge. Gives it off to Lauren Childs, to bring it across the center court stripe. Dribbling. Passes it away. There's a long look at a three-point shot off the front of the iron. The putback is going to go for Childs, though. She now has 5 points all in the third quarter. We're down to 10 seconds left in the third frame. Here's Foster. Passes it underneath. By the way, the score after that last made shot by Darlington is now 31-30. We've got a 1-point game, but we do have a foul on the shot, so we're going to see a free throw shooter. Nevaeh Morgan goes to the free throw line. Going to miss that one, rattled around and out. Brewster just picked up her third foul for Darlington. Checking out of the game is going to be Evie Shaddy. At the free throw line, still Morgan puts up her next free throw, and she'll miss them both. So 31-30, the score remains. 5 seconds left, third quarter. Darlington with the ball. Dribbling behind her back is Childs. She'll pass it to the left wing side. Didn't get the shot off, wasn't going to go anyway. And so after our third quarter of play, Chattooga Lady Indians 31, Darlington Lady Tigers 30, a 1-point ball game going into the final 8 minutes. We'll step out for 1 minute on WLAQ and the live video stream. All right, we resume play. Darlington inbounds the ball for the final 8 minutes here of this first game, semifinal game. The team that wins has punched their ticket to play for a gold ball tomorrow night, and that is going to be a three-point shot for Caroline Brewster that puts the Tigers on top by a score of 33-31 over the Chattooga Lady Indians. Foster with it on the other end for Chattooga. This one's going to go down to the wire, folks. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss any of this. This is what it is all about. Foster, after a nice pick, is set. Passes it away. Shot up. No good. Ball loose on the floor. It goes out on Darlington, so it's staying with the Indians. After this game, it's going to be in the boys bracket, Chattooga and Rome. Really looking forward to that one as well. Of course, Chattooga's head coach Jared Gross was up here all excited about it. Just a few minutes ago, Ryan Shamliss is the coach now of the Rome Wolves in his first season at the helm. And really think that's going to be a good matchup, so looking forward to it. But 7:12 left to go in this one. We got a good one here, 33-31. Tigers on top by 2. Lady Indians with the ball trailing. And they will feed it inside, work it back out to Foster, who is out on the far side, over on that right wing side. Now they get it down low, trying to work it in, and they put up the shot. It is going to be good for Nevaeh Morgan. She is having a whale of a second half. She's got 9 points in the game, but 8 of them have happened here in this second half, so she's helped her team have a push here late in the game. She's got a 3-point play opportunity with the AM1. Shot is on the way. That one won't go. By the way, the foul was on Emmeline Ratledge, picked up her third. Here comes Jai Johnson across the timeline, picks up her dribble, passes to Ratledge, now into the hands of Brewster, who drives in, tries to get it to Johnson underneath. And now they'll go back up to the top of the key and keep the ball moving around the perimeter. Brewster now over to the right wing side to Nell. Shot, no good. Ball loose, picked up by Ratledge, gives to Johnson, and the shot is good off the glass. Johnson now with 11 points, and Tigers with a 2-point lead. 35-33, we're almost to the 6-minute mark of this basketball game. Shooting on the other end and missing, but there to clean it up is going to be Ellie Martin, her second basket of the night. That'll tie it back up at 35 apiece right as we get to that 6-minute mark I was just talking about. We're there now, just under it. You know what I think I should do for the last night of the tournament? Maybe I shouldn't give this away and just do it. I might dig to get me a Buddy the Elf costume and wear it for the broadcast. How well do you think that would go over? Here comes Chattooga on the other end. There's a shot. It is no good. No, I don't want to do that. That'd draw too much attention. Seemed like a fun idea for the second. Should have just kept that one to myself. Going to the free throw line is going to be Faith Ann Foster after the foul from Tunnell, and shot is up and will be missed. And leaving the game is Tunnell. That's her 5th, so she'll sit on the bench the rest of the way and watch her teammates try to battle it out. Foster's going to make that second one. It's a 1-point game, but what a great effort for Sarah tonight. She did only have 1 point, but her presence was known on both sides of the floor. There is no question about it. Very energetic player. Chattooga steals it away. They're headed the other way, and with it is going to be Micaiah Parrish. Parrish will roll it over to one of her teammates, Hutchins, now back up top to Foster, and they'll get that offense reset at the top of the key as Foster is currently directing traffic, trying to set something up underneath. A little bit of contact there underneath the baskets. They were trying to feed it in to Morgan, who, as we mentioned to you earlier, has just had an unbelievable game, specifically here in this second half. And we're going to see Chattooga inbound the ball from underneath their own basket baseline. We're going to have a little bit of a stoppage of play. $50 seconds left to go. No. We have a lot more than that. 5 minutes left to go, excuse me. Chattooga inbounds the ball, just under 5 minutes to play. Emmeline Ratledge picks up the rebound. Jai Johnson with the ball in her hands across the timeline. Passes over to Georgiana Dempsey on the right wing. Now back up to Johnson. Up top to Brewster. Inside to Ratledge. Good ball movement. Shot up. No good. Picked up by Chattooga. Here they come down the other way, leading by 1. Can they add to it? Nope, not on that shot. Ball is going to be picked up by Sophie Shoemate, who's now in off the bench. And it's going to be Chattooga's ball. A little bit of confusion there in terms of who has possession of the ball, but they got it all sorted out. And Chattooga will inbound the ball. It's off the arm of Georgiana Dempsey. Did a good job getting in there, closing off the passing lane, deflecting the ball. So we're going to see Ellie Martin inbound the ball. try to trigger this offense here for Chattooga. They get it into Foster. Now back up to the top of the key. They'll pass to Madison Hutchins. Hutchins will feed it inside. They're trying to get something open up underneath, but Ratledge did a good job defending there. And that's going to be a turnover on Chattooga. And Darlington is going to get the ball back. So that's going to be an offensive foul that's going to be charged against Morgan. She'll pick up her 4th. One more, and she'll sit the rest of the game. We still have a long way to go. 4:22 left. We've already seen one player foul out for Darlington. That was Sarah Tunnell, and one in danger of it here for Chattooga. 4:15 left, 36-35. Indians on top of the Tigers here in the girls' semifinal, our first game of the night. A little bit long on the shot, no good. Rebound taken by Foster. Foster's going to dribble across the center court stripe. Now is going to go right into the basket, puts it up, no good. Emmeline Ratledge is there and pulls it down. And that is going to be a whistle and a foul. It'll be charged. Good sportsmanship there as 2 Chattooga Lady Indians help Emmeline Ratledge up. And I tell you what, you got to love seeing that, because at the end of the day, you see some heated competition, but you got to see the sportsmanship as well. And that's what we're seeing here tonight. No question about it. Darlington with the ball, dribbling in, puts it up, and that is going to be the first basket of the night for Georgiana Dempsey, and that gives the Tigers the lead again, 37-36. Oh, my goodness. Big time charge there from number 23, Seda Williamson, the defender. And honestly, I didn't see who it was. I saw her hit the deck. She had her feet set pretty firmly, and boy, she had to take a pretty hard hit there. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor there. I believe that we'll take a break as well. So 37-36, Darlington on top by 1 over Chattooga in the girls' first semifinal of the night. We'll step out for 30. We resume. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. We got a 1-point game. Don't go anywhere. 37-36. Darlington Lady Tigers with the ball. There's a deflection there off of one of the Chattooga defenders, but Darlington's able to retain possession. Going in is Ratledge. Nice move to the basket, and she scores. Ratledge now with 10 points, and Darlington with a 3-point 39-36 lead over the Lady Indians. Chattooga with the ball. They're going to kick it back out. We're right at the 3-minute mark of this basketball game. Lady Indians with the ball. They'll feed it down low. That is where they're going right now. And she travels. That'll be a turnover. Darlington gets the ball back with a big opportunity to create some more separation after the turnover, leading it right now by 3. So Darlington 39, Chattooga 36 in this girls semifinal game. Closing in on the 2:45 mark. There we are. Georgiana Dempsey to Ratledge. And there's Ratledge with a good wide open look in and out. Dempsey's there for the rebound. She'll kick it back out to Johnson. Johnson with a quick jump shot, and that is going to fall. Johnson having a big night. She's got 13 points. Darlington up by 5, 41-46, and we quickly have a whistle on the other end. Also, one of the officials there checking out a little bit of moisture. I think he was able to get that up with his shoe. Feeding it in is going to be Ellie Martin. Martin gets it into Foster, who crosses the timeline looking left. Now she drives towards the right side. They feed it right back to her into the paint and off the glass and in. That was a great play set up by the Chattooga offense. And that is going to cut into that Darlington lead. Now it's a 3-point game, 41-38. Tigers on top. Georgiana Dempsey over to the right wing corner to Brewster. Brewster drives towards the low block and took an extra step there, so she's going to be called, and that'll be a turnover. 41-38 your score. We're under 2 minutes to play. 1:59, and the clock ticking. And Chattooga just inbound the basketball. Parrish with it, feeds it off to Foster. Takes her time, working it up to the top of the key. Now goes right, back into the hands of Parrish. Parrish drives towards the low block, being challenged by Jaja Johnson, who almost picked it off. And now Emmeline Ratledge grabs it and hands it to Jaja Johnson, who goes across the timeline. And we have a timeout called by Hazel Hall, the head coach of the Darlington Lady Tigers. So we're going to do the same thing. Darlington up 41-38, 1:34 left to go in the game. We will step out for a 30-second break. Well, if you're like me and you can't get enough of the round ball, a little basketball action, you're in the right place because we have a ton of it for you here tonight. It's the semifinal round. 4 consecutive games from inside the new gym here at Almerchi High School. The one we have right now, Darlington is on top, 41-38 over the Chattooga Lady Indians. And I've been fighting all night not to call them Almerchi because they're wearing Almerchi's jerseys because of a little mix-up before the game. A little confusion as we get ready for the inbound pass, and we have another timeout called. So I think we will. No, actually, it was a technical foul. Pardon me. Going to be a technical foul charged against Chattooga. I'm not sure what exactly occurred there, but. Okay, they had too many players on the court. Thank you for the help, Dave Corbin. Shot is going to be good for Emmeline Ratledge. And we'll get ready for her second free throw. And again, the technical was 6 players on the court for Chattooga. The second free throw is good, and that is a big foul right there because you get the 2 points there off the free throws. And then obviously also Darlington's going to get the ball. So you got an opportunity for quite a swing here, and Darlington's on top by 5 points as it is with 1:34 left to go in the game. So the technical foul could end up being a big part of the story of this game. With the ball is Caroline Brewster. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Chattooga. 1:29 left to go in the game. They'll feed it in. Jaja Johnson with the basketball. And certainly you expect Darlington to be pretty deliberate right now with a 5-point lead and getting close to the 1-minute mark. Obviously, eventually, Chattooga is going to have to foul if they want to get the ball back. Not quite to that point yet. Darlington goes out of bounds. That's a tough turnover to take right there. Obviously, with a 5-point lead and kind of in control of things at this point. But Chattooga is going to get the ball back. They have a huge opportunity after the turnover. Foster with the ball. Going to dribble off to that right side. Is going to pass it to one of her teammates. No-look pass inside to Paris. Turns around, shoots, and that is good. Takes advantage of the turnover. Parrish does. She's got 16 points, and it's a 3-point game with just under a minute to play. 43-40, Darlington on top. It's almost stolen away. Somehow, Darlington hangs on to it, and we are going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow is with Darlington this time. 1 possession game, 43-40, with 47.6 seconds left to go in the game. The winner of this basketball game, well, we'll tell you in a second. Don't want to miss any of the action. They feed it in to Jaja Johnson. Johnson's trap's going to feed it off to her teammate Lauren Childs. Childs up top with it, and they're going to call her for a double dribble. So that is going to turn it over here to Chattooga. A couple big turnovers, a part of the story here late in this game for Darlington, as they had a 5-point lead, turned it over, gave up a quick basket. That cut it to 3, another turnover. Let's see what Chattooga does with this possession. This could be game-changing, just as much as the technical foul was just moments ago. With the ball is Parrish. Drives her way in, tries to put it up. No foul call. Ball loose on the floor, and now there is a whistle. Ball is going to be coming back the other way. 43-40, Darlington on top by 3 points. They have possession of the ball here in just a moment. And we're going to have full court pressure from Chattooga. Darlington handles it, gets around it across the timeline with 18 seconds and a 3-point lead. They're going to hold the ball. With it is Brewster. 12 seconds left to go. Johnson with it now. She's going to feed it off to Childs, who will get fouled. And we have 7.3 seconds left to go. Darlington with the lead. So we get ready for Childs to inbound the ball, but we're going to have a timeout first. We're going to keep it right here through this timeout. We'll go ahead and let you know what's coming up next. We've mentioned to you several times we got a boys bracket game between Chattooga and Rome. That will be our 5:30 game. We're going to get a little late start on that one as it's already 5:25. But then coming up after that, we'll go back into the girls bracket for our Murchie Rome. And, of course, the winner of this game will face the winner of the Almerchie Rome game. So who will it be, Darlington or Chattooga? With 7.3 seconds left and a one-score game, this thing is not settled just yet. You certainly would rather be in Darlington's position with a 3-point lead and possession of the basketball. But we've already seen some crazy things happen here in the late part of this basketball game with a technical foul, and then also with the 2 turnovers from Darlington that allow Chattooga to get this back to a one-possession game. So we will see Lauren Childs feed it back in here momentarily here for Darlington with 7.3 seconds left to go in this semifinal matchup. Childs looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it in. It's stolen away. Foster with it. 4 seconds left to go. She's going to feed it off to Paris. 3-point look at the buzzer. It is short. And Darlington is going to hang on and win this basketball game 43-40 to advance to the finals, which will be played tomorrow night inside the Almerchie Gym. And, of course, Darlington won the gold ball last year. They're looking to go back-to-back. This year they will get that opportunity to play for that chance. So we'll see what happens. But, again, the final score in this one, Darlington 43. Chattooga suffers their first loss of the season and is eliminated from the winner's bracket of the tournament. Again, Darlington on top 43-40. We're going to send it back to the studio for a timeout for a few minutes. We'll come back and we'll run down the scoring from our first game, and we'll begin to set the stage for the second game of the night. Again, coming up, we have the Chattooga Indians and the Rome Wolves for you in the boys bracket. Both teams about to get out on the floor and warm up as we speak. But again, Darlington 43, Chattooga 40 in the first girls semifinal of the night. We send it back to the studio. We'll be back in a few minutes.